Good morning, Discord. Morning, YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me get set up. Audio good. All right, cool. Here we go. So in the after hours, slight drawdown, pre-market, opposite, right? We had to shoot up, spike up. I think there's a CPI report. Let's wait 2 or 3 cycles before we start making plays. I know lately I got away from that and we've been going in a little earlier, but if it's there, it's there. But I think for safety, let's wait two or three cycles. 2 or 3 cycles will be fine. Ignore the morning algos. Let this volatility play out. So we're gonna look to see if this is gonna happen today. Or we need a couple cycles to go by. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We definitely want to wait for the bar coding to stop because we know they're just building it up, right? We already know this pattern. They're building up the move. This is liquidity building, right? When the price goes up and down in a range like that, chop, right? That's just liquidity. Everyone's agreeing on the price right here. We all agree on the price right here. I want to buy and sell right in here. That's what they're saying. So allow this to clear. It'll give us some direction. Remember, we're just riding on the back of the whales. We're the, what do you call it? What's the thing that lives on the back of the whales eating all the trash? I basically just called you a bottom feeder. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Let them figure this out. Now this looks very stop hunty to me, but we still have this. I updated the 30-minute, by the way, so we still have this option. Excuse me, I updated the paths on the 30-minute because we got more data. So if you look at my initial message this morning, we didn't have that much data at the time. So we're gonna see if we're gonna use purple today or not. So this is our test. We need to test first. All right, want to see if they're gonna. I'm just gonna clean the chart real quick. Just wait. Just wait. We need to test everything first, right? Just be patient. Let's play by the rules today. So the Discord should be overlaying our 1 minute and our 5 minute, right? Because you see what the risk is. So go ahead and allow this to play out. All right, this is our 50-50. If you see this bullseye here, you got a 50-50 shot from around this area. And look, just because the path is here doesn't mean that it can't, you know, spike all the way down. So the path is just giving you an idea. Like I have to make it exaggerated so you can see what I see. And in other words, what I'm trying to say is, I think we get too hyper focused. The market goes in like levels, right? Liquidity levels, level by level. So you have to be comfortable with the movement inside of each level. You know, even if it goes like this, even if we're doing this, you got to be okay with the movement inside, right? Because it's all generated off an algorithm. So the algorithm is gonna automatically do the buy and sell orders for the institutional stuff. So, you know, when you feel that fear, you know, if you have to realize, am I still inside of my algorithm? Am I still inside of my safety? That's something you need to consider. That's a little bit further on along the road, but maybe that'll help you hold on to your trades longer. Here's another thought. Listen, make sure the audio is good. Audio is good, right? Everyone can hear me? Okay. So in order to make money, right, when we buy a contract, two things need to happen. We need to have, we need to have the price move in whichever direction, call or puts. And the other thing we need is time, right? Because I'm willing to bet on a balance of probabilities that if you take a trade and you're in and out within 10 seconds, you know, chances are if you waited, I don't know, 10 minutes, you'd probably have a better contract value than 10 seconds. That's all I'm saying, right? This is just basic math. So when you want your trades to gain value, naturally, like logically, you have to give it time. So stop thinking about like, oh no, red candle. It's time is of the essence. Whatever, you know what I mean. Well, all I'm saying is, if you keep getting stopped out in your plays within seconds or even minutes, or 1 or 2 minutes, then you know what the problem is, right? Because you need time. What I'm trying to say is, if you want the gosh darn 30-minute play, you gotta wait 30 minutes. Oh, yesterday it happened to me. I went through it. Oh my God, 28 minutes. I went through it was ugly feeling, but for 28 minutes, I went through it and I had to deal with it. Yeah, let all this play out. Nothing to do here. All right, we're gonna test to see if it's gonna be building green and then break our purple. This is just a test. We gotta wait. Because if this happens, then that means this has a greater probability. Okay? That's what that means. So if this happens, then this has a greater probability. Okay, so looks like purple's holding up so far. And then maybe we tested build of magenta and then break of blue. So we need. I didn't really expect this blue to hit like that, so give it a second. Let's let's wait to see if that sets up again. I didn't expect it to hit like that. Give it a second. So look, if you're trying to learn the algos and stuff like that, it takes time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this blue wasn't here, right? When I put it, there was nothing connecting it. There's nothing connecting it, so it takes time. So let's see if they want to grab liquidity from here before the push up. Let your safety entries be the break and retest of this level right here. For puts. Ooh, but that's going to be close to the 5. You got to be careful down here because the 5 is going to be up here. the 5's gonna be up here by then. Or it's gonna be, you know what I mean? The 5 will be nearby. So look, if you're new, here's what the strategy is. At some point in time, I'm going to explain to you that we want the price to build in a certain color, meaning like, let's say this magenta. So the price builds in the magenta, and then once it breaks our other color, whichever one I say, then that's the entry for the put scenario, right? This is just an example. We haven't figured anything yet. We're gonna figure this in a little bit. And then the call scenario would be, we want to build in our green and then break a purple for calls. So that's how it works. If you can figure out colors, then you're ahead of the game. Don't feel FOMO about this, because we had to test it first anyway. So don't feel FOMO about that. That was luck. But look, if anything, we've learned a lesson today that whenever you see this, don't panic, because that they're building the liquidity for the move. That's exactly what that means. Whenever you see this, that's what that means. All right, look, if you're hyper focused on the 1 minute chart, look at our 5 minute chart for the Discord. Look at the 5 minute chart for the Discord, okay? When you're hyper, you should be using the 5 minute chart. This is why you're here, not to use the 1 minute chart. You should be using the 5 minute chart, okay? Here's our 50-50. If you're in Discord, you have access to this chart. It's on the 5 minute. Go to my charts channel. This is only for you. You should be using that. I actually put a message yesterday saying, please use the charts. Mine. Not the live stream charts. The actual, the ones that you get to use. All right, let's do some analysis. Now we're in this lick box. Here was your 50-50. You got a 50-50 shot from here, which trade you wanted to take. This, I'm explaining to you how we get sniper entries. Look, if this is our 50-50, right? It's hard to see what's going on. You just know a price, right? Below a price. This tells us when that happens. You see it? We need the microstructure to tell us when this is happening. You have to be able to identify it. So when they broke this, that's what this was. Level by level. You see where your entry is. Or where a safer entry would be. But here's the thing. The 5's gonna be up here. You wanna play around with the 5? Okay. Not every day is a trading day. Understand the risks. We don't always have to be in a trade. The goal is to protect the account. So look, this cup and handle, what we wanted to protect against was if this is a stop hunt. So what we need to do now is allow the setup to happen, right? And we need to understand what the structure is that's going to enable for the next leg in whichever direction. So this is where you need to do some homework on your own and or you have me, but what the structures we want to look for are going to look like, let's say for the down scenario, we want to inverse cup and handle or a head and shoulder, or break and reject liquidity levels. What do I mean by that? Break, retest, and reject liquidity levels. Okay, so let's try to interpret this 30-minute. We're above the water, and we might be starting either a new bear cycle, or we're exiting this current one and about to go into a bull cycle. Now the 5-minute says we got some room for the down. And it says we're below the water. And obviously you see that more downward pressure playing out. So understand how to interpret. When you're in a trade, you'll know, oh, okay, I can hold longer. It's cool. This is just, they're grabbing liquidity before they continue. They have to fill the orders. Eventually they're going to get to some point where the price is going to start to do this. It's going to go sideways. And then they're going to have to figure out what's going on in life. And then they're going to either do this or do this. It always happens. Just wait for it. I'm telling you, this is going to happen at some point today. And if it doesn't, great. You know why? Because we don't want to get involved in here. And if you do, you understand you have to be scalping. You got to chase everything. Once we get below a certain level, let it go a little bit. Then you let your trades run. Inside here, excuse me. Inside here, you know you're going to be met with some opposition. So look, we're in here, right? All right, let it play out. We get so zoomed in on the single candle When you take your trade, you're in your brokerage, and you're so zoomed in on these one candles like this. You're too zoomed in, and then you think every move is going to be, oh, okay, well, it's reversing now, because it looks a lot more significant than it is in real life. You got to zoom out. So look, they're breaking this level. They're breaking this level. Now they're retesting this level. Let's see if they don't like it, if they want to reject. So we want to see if we can identify that same setup for the bear flag, right? That's all we're trying to do, identify the same setup for the bear flag. Or we want to identify a setup for so now that we're in this liquidity box, you see what are the things that are that we need to see first. One of these paths is gonna happen, right? It's just going to. It has to. And if it doesn't, great. We don't want to get involved. Because we've seen it on days where it literally 1.5, 2 point range the entire day, all day. And you got to get in and get out within those 2 points. So each play lasted 5 minutes maybe. It was quick. All right, look, so this yellow, originally I had another line here, but then I don't know, I just saw the yellow, so yeah, the yellow looked juicier. I literally just put this here this morning, so be careful. We need it to be like this one. Oops. Oh no, don't do that. What? Okay. You know, this yellow would be the nice one. But we'll see when we get there, if we get there. Let's let it play out. At this point, you should be asking yourself, is this thin liquidity or deep structure? Figure out your comfort zone. Look, both of these downward scenarios I just drew you, ideally, what we would like, an ideal, it's not all, you know, it's not going to be perfect for you, but ideally, deep structure would require a further pullback before the rejection. This is ideal. This is what we, you know, we'd like to see. It's almost like someone told you on the break of this blue. It's almost like we knew on the break of this blue, this is our setup. It happened right in front of your face. There's nothing more I can do. You understand that, right? You see now that there's, I told everyone all the risk. Our setup is break a blue. If it doesn't work, don't worry. There's another setup. As long as you don't overstay your welcome, you will be fine. You're going to be fine. Just don't overstay. Don't put your stops crazy, you know, and you'll be fine. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. I keep telling you. Look at this money. Look at the money we just printed. Get out of my face. It's all done live and in real time, folks. Oh, man. It's almost like I just told you, let's see if we break and retest this key level. Come on now. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Okay? Don't worry. We're here together now. Don't even worry about it. Don't act like you didn't know that this was right here. Oh, man. We had a 50-50, right? If you hesitate, there's nothing more I can do, right? I actually drew the path for you, and I even told you where we planned on rejecting. If you're not using my 5-minute chart, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to... The answer's in front of your face. Only the Discord members are getting this information. If you're not using it, especially when I told you exactly where it was going to happen. Look, this was a test. Confirmed. This confirmed that I know what I'm talking about before it happens, not after. The indicators tell you after. I'm telling you before. This is why it's valuable to be in this Discord. Indicators can only tell you after the fact. Cool story, bro. We don't care about that. This is all done live. All done live. It's almost like we knew. It's almost like we already knew. Now you know what it needs to look like, right? You already know what it needs to look like. We want to retest and let's see if we reject underneath this level. Now we're by the 5, right? So risk to reward here. Your safety from here is going to be a break and retest under the 5. Okay, also, yeah, Discord, there's a pink ranger here. You know, look, the pink ranger broke. This is good money. What is this? 97. This is good money. This is a half a point move right here. Early morning, we already knew, half a point move. The pink rangers have a very high success rate. So if you're not in the Discord, you don't know about pink rangers. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. All right, let's let this settle out now, okay? Now you understand the strategy, okay? Everything happened exactly as we planned, as we knew it would. Everything. There was no call entry, right? We only had put entries. So let's not make this difficult. If it's complicated, or if you are complicating it. And you know what the complicated part is? This part right here. You're having a hard part with this thing right here. You have to understand that in this game, they're always looking back to try to grab your stop. They're always going to look back to try to grab your stop. Our job is to be just brave enough to keep them away. Because there's only a certain amount they're willing to reach back towards. There's only a certain amount. You have to understand this. So I'm gonna leave some runners, and I'm gonna hope I get another bite at the apple, at least down at 93.77. I got runners. I can't lose from here. So whatever happens, happens. I can't lose. It doesn't matter now. So everything's intact. Let me see if I get my next bite at the apple. I survived all this. I survived the retest and reject, which is literally the exact number I told you, and I highlighted it to watch out for, right? We already went over. None of this is a surprise. All of this was drawn out before it happened. You don't have to believe. You don't have to believe me. It's already there. You see how I didn't panic for these? No, no, no. I know they're gonna reach back to grab liquidity. If I want the 7-minute win, I gotta wait 7 minutes, right? That's just simple logic. If I want a 7-minute win, I have to wait 7 minutes, especially if it's doing exactly what I knew it was gonna do. If I want the 8-minute win, I gotta wait 8 minutes. We just went over this morning. That, right? Is it? Am I complicated? I don't know. It seems not that. And I get it. The reason you're like, well, easy for you. How? What's the difference? It's the fear. It's the fear. It's the fear of being wrong. Because it's not even the money. Because your stop losses are probably what? 20, 30, 40 bucks, whatever it is. You've given family members that you know you're never going to see that money again. You've given them 30 bucks, right? And it's always on tax time, or my check is coming in, or whatever it is. You know you're never going to see it again. But for some reason, when we take the loss in the stock market, it hurts bad, because that's when all the hopes and dreams start to go away. I'm here with you, doing it together. Right? I'm telling you where the entries are. I'm telling you, you gotta hold. Put your stops where they need to be, above the last high. Let it play out. Wait the time. It's worth it. We identify when we're going to make money, and then all we're saying is, you need to wait to let that contract gain value so you can get the money you want from it. You just gotta let it gain value. Because a contract to gain value needs to move in a direction, and it needs time. In case you didn't notice, we're playing with 0 DTE options. So 0 days to expire. This is a time frame. It's all the contract value is based on time. So you have to allow that time. And we're fighting theta, but that's not even a big deal right now. So let's not even make that an issue. Don't tell me, oh, theta, but they stop. You know what I'm talking about. Look at the money we're printing. You know, I told everyone this is gonna happen. I drew it. I drew it before. And again, I'd like to give a special thanks to 3K for giving me that smack the other day. I needed that. I needed that. Got me back on track. Let's see if I can get a little bit more out of this. Now I'm going to start paying attention to my stops, right? Here's my second bite at the apple. Now I'm paying attention to my stops. Look at all this money we just made. This is a lot of money. Well, if you depend, right? You know how many contracts you did. I don't know how many contracts you did, but and then also if you just follow exit strategy 3, you'd be fine. You'd be fine right now. You wouldn't even have touched your stop. You're still not even thinking about touching it if you're in exit strategy 3. Right? However, we are getting up to the 5, right? So careful with that. The whole plan is all laid out in writing. It's up to you to just to have the courage to actually do the thing. I'm doing it with you every day. And you know I don't win all my trades. You know I don't. But I win at the end of the day. It's been a long time since we took a loss for the day. A long time. It's going to happen eventually, and I'm not going to be mad. If I do take, when that loss does come, I'm not going to be like, oh man, trading's not for me. It's not, you know, it's not a thing. This is numbers. You guys are, you know, you're having a hard time grappling with math. And that's the part that it's a little frustrating for me, but I was there too. I was there too. So I get it. And that's why I'm telling you, it takes time for you to feel comfortable with the uncomfortable. However long that takes, you know, we'll get there together. Don't worry about it. Just don't over leverage. You'll be fine. Stick with me. You know, this is pre-market. We already knew. We already knew. The break, the retest, the reject. We already knew. None of this is a surprise. Exit strategy 3 still in effect. Still in effect. Look where the 5 is. And if you don't know by now, we've already plotted out the entire day. The entire day is plotted. You'll see. None of this is a mistake. Also, look, the trading plans this morning, I mean, only 3 were there. There's only 3, so I only put 3. It is what it is. You know, I get it. It does, you know, that wasn't very impressive, but I don't know what else to say. The trading plans there, we had pink rangers. We had pink, look at the pink ranger. If you're new to the Discord, you better pay attention. You notice I didn't put a pink ranger on the top, right? I only put one on the bottom. I didn't put one on the top. That's never happened. You have to understand the hints that I'm giving you. If you're not using, look, also I highlighted with a 2 this blue right here. This 2, excuse me, means high confidence. You got to pay attention to my charts. This 30-minute chart is very valuable, extremely valuable. So when I'm telling you that there are ops coming into the live trying to steal this information, it's true. I don't need to make it up. I mean, this drawing isn't here. This was at the time, so that was my depiction of what the 5 should look like at that time. Okay, now I'm gonna start moving my stops, right? And I haven't even taken any actual profit. I'm just still in the trade. All of them, all the contracts are still in the trade. I'm doing exit strategy 3. I'm telling you which one I'm doing. You know, yeah, you'll be all right. I'm doing this. We're doing it together. I'm live. This is difficult. It's not easy. I know I make it look easy. You'll see when you get on your own. When you get on your own, you'll be like, what? Look at this green. See this green working? This green's working for us, right? So I'll take my first set of money on the break of this green, and then I'm gonna let the runners run for a little bit. Okay. It didn't break yet. Hold on. It didn't break. One more push down, please, please, please. One more push. I'll take some off the table here. Okay, that was a good. That was nice. Now look. Look. I need everyone to rewind the tape. Do you see where I put this? I put this here on my own. Okay, remember that. Remember that. This was on my own. Understand what just happened. I drew this a long time ago. I don't know what else to say. We're special, okay? That's all I got to say. We are special. I promise you there's no one doing this. There's no one on the internet doing this. It's not happening. It's not possible. It's simply not possible. This shouldn't happen in real life. Now look, if they start, you know, if I go missing, they took my brain for science. Call the search party. Look at this. Look at the absolute. Come on, man. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let these runners run now. This one got me for a third of the contracts. I'm gonna let these runners run. You know, I've secured profit. I'm not going to be mad at that. If it shoots up from here, you know, then I'll be fine. But if it shoots down, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay. All right. Okay. Today's been a good day. Today's been a great day. Yeah. Can't be upset with that. I knew exactly somehow where to take my first profit, and then I let my runners run. I'm with you. We're doing it together. You know, we had the break and retest here. Some of you still hesitated. I get it. This was our entry, right? And I went over it before it happened. I literally explained everything. I explained it for, there was somewhere. Nico, Mr. Nico. Yeah, that was for you because I knew you were brand new in here. So now, Mr. Nico, I'm gonna give you a couple hours after the session to make your determination. Welcome. I already know what it is. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna circulate some blood. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, while this is playing out, I'm gonna give you guys a little story time. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I just needed to. All right, runners running, right? Runners are running. Exit strategy 3 is in full effect. Look at this flexion point here. I don't think everyone understands. I'm doing this live. Look at the flexion point. Look at the risk. Look at the flexion. Oh man, this is live. People don't get it. Just don't get it. One day you'll understand the value in everything here. This is a lot of money. This is very valuable information. One day you'll get it. You'll see. Look at the money we're printing. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna let this play out. Here's the story. Look, your entry is gonna be on the break, retest, and reject of the 5, right? So if that's what you're waiting for, you gotta wait. So let me go ahead. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to do, but you gotta watch out, right? Anyways, this will give us an idea. So I'm always trying to get better. I always want to get better, and I always want to provide value. And I need to know how to separate myself from the competition to be better for everyone that wants to follow along with me. So I did opposition research yesterday. I did some opposition research, and I went into someone's live, but I wasn't talking or anything. I was just listening. And I might divulge. I will. I'll tell you who. But anyways, so I went in there. I'm listening, and you know, for me, just listening, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I just didn't listen long enough to understand exactly what the strategy was there. To me, it seemed just like a basic support and resistance. Very basic support and resistance, which nothing wrong with that. You know, like maybe it works, I guess. However, the entries and exits was the fishy part. So here's my understanding of it. This is an hour into the stream. I'll tell you who it is. It was yesterday's stream from Traders Society. This is how confident I am. I'm telling you to go look. Well, not now because we're making money, but I'm telling you to go look at the competition. It's called Traders Society. Maybe a good guy. I don't know. However, I'm going to explain to you why this concept is very, I'm just going to say very odd. And here's why. So apparently they take trades and then they keep adding as it goes in in their favor, meaning that they have very low confidence in their trades, first of all, because they're starting off small and they're testing the water. They're like, you know, I'll take a small bite, and then if it works, okay, I'll go in heavier. This is a very dangerous strategy, number one. I get it. Sometimes you can just add on, sure. However, here's where the issue comes into play. It's their entry and exits, because if they're, and he said it on the live, so I'm not making this up. You can go back and look. It was like an hour into the live. Trader Society is an hour into the live from yesterday. He said with his own mouth that they bought a certain set of indices and they lost 100%. But they said don't panic, because the SPY was or their other setup was 200%. I'm like, okay, so okay, fine. And then he's like, our win rate, look at our win rate. And I was like, wait a minute, that mathematically doesn't make sense, because sure, the win rate, if you won 2 out of 3 trades, sure, you have a good win rate. But when that loss is 10 times the amount of your win, then that's a loss on the day. So I want you to be very careful when these people are speaking to you and they're trying to sell you these things, because that mathematically doesn't work. So he wasn't wrong, because yeah, the win rate was positive win rate, but your loss was so much that you were still red for the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if did anyone understand what I'm saying? Like, why this is, yes, it can't add up like that, because, and this is the scary part, people are coming to them for guidance. They're coming to them for guidance. And when they're giving that type of information, when they're leaving out half the math, this is what you got to worry about, right? To me, do your own research. Traders Society. This may be a good guy. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he misspoke because it was live. That's fine. But that math cannot work. It's about an hour and 9 minutes into this live yesterday. Trader Society. Go check it. Prove me wrong. That's your job. If you want to make it in the market and you're trying to find someone to start. Also, there's no teaching involved. Right? He's just simply saying, do this now. You're gonna forever be beholden to this guy. And man. And then when you got to be careful with people in the age of AI, in the age of Photoshop. You have to be very careful with images that they're putting on the screen. Everything I'm doing is live. This cannot be faked. So anyways, that was my public service announcement. Just be careful. Like, make sure the math adds up, because that one didn't. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he made a mistake, or he misspoke. But he was very specific. So it's like, you know, if I'm on here playing with money and you want me to give you my money, you better be very specific. And I don't want you to make those type of mistakes. So either you made a mistake, which is still, I wouldn't be comfortable with that, or you did it on purpose. It can only be those two things, right? That's all it could be. Be careful. Traders Society, go look. He might be a good guy. Maybe I don't understand that strategy, but it can't work. And even a broken clock is right twice a day. So be careful. Be careful. That's all I got to say. All right, so perfect touch on the 5. All right, cool. Now we're going to see if we're going to grab liquidity. Let's see if they want to get back up here. Let's let this break, retest, reject to the 5 for puts. It has to be like that. And then don't let it be just that one candle, because you see how it can come back and mess you up, right? Let it be the full movement. When I'm saying the movement, I mean inside of our algorithm. This is our best bet. This is our best bet. I'm telling you. And if we get stopped out, then that means we only identify chop. Don't worry if you didn't catch this move. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We just have to wait for the setup to happen. That's it. Don't worry. But now I need to do some work. Let me be quiet. I need to do some work for you all. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna be quiet. Actually, the only reason why I let it get this far is because I was talking and I was supposed to be chasing it and I was talking too much. So okay, good play, good play. Alright, look, if the move is going to be strong, if they want to keep continuing down, it's going to be a head and shoulders, okay? The head and shoulders is the aggressive move. We just need to figure out which one's the shoulder. If it's going to be an aggressive move, it's gonna look like this. If it's not going to be an aggressive move, if it goes down, right? If it's not going to be an aggressive move and they want to build liquidity to allow this liquidity to build, it's going to look like this. So then this is looking like you're 50-50 around here, right? You got a 50-50 shot from here. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. I'm paying attention. I got a late fill on this, so broke me even right here. Oh, yeah, I got a late fill, so it broke me even. I could have took a little bit of something when it was up here, but I was like, let me let it run. All right, I chased this, so it's fine. I tried. Didn't lose anything, so we're all right. We're all right. If I need to get back in, I will. Right? Because we knew it was going to get interesting up in here. So we knew it was going to get interesting. All right, let's see what we got. For safety, wait for purple for your up. Wait for purple for calls. And then when we get the purple, it's may not be this one. We're gonna identify the one it is though. Remember, if they want to be aggressive, if it's gonna be an aggressive move, it's gonna be a head and shoulders. Remember that. If it's going to be an aggressive move, it's going to be a head and shoulders. So we need to break this liquidity before we even start thinking about puts, okay? Watch. Now we've got them figured out, okay? Now it's going to get easier from here. Now it's going to get easier. What color is that? Stop that. What is this? We want to look for a break and retest of this green. We want to clear this liquidity, break and retest of this green. We got a liquidity pocket down here. So look, we know we're in this range right here. Let me clear this. Let me draw a little more. This is what needs to happen from here. So this is going to be the break, retest, and reject of the 5. So look, we have our criteria. If you're playing inside here, good luck. If you're playing inside this range, good luck. We have our criteria. We got plenty of time for all this to happen. And if it doesn't, we don't want to get caught in this 2-point range. If you are in it, get in and get out. All right, look. So they tasted this liquidity, like, okay, let's see what else there is. I like variety. They broke it, they're retesting it. So let's see if they reject under this liquidity now. Which, you know, still risk to reward to the 5. The 5 is the thing where, you know, that's the big wall. The 5 is the big wall here. So puts are underneath the 5 either way. This is just telling us, you know, what the setup needs to look like. So when we're in here, you're sitting on your hands. There's nothing to do. No one knows. No one in the world knows. So look, these people in like, are they adding to their position now? You know what I mean? Are they adding? What are they doing right now? Are they sitting and wait? Like, there's no goal. I don't know how they do it. Good luck. Good luck with that. Go look for yourself. You don't have to listen to me. Go look. Absolutely insane. And these are the big dogs in the game. I'm the little guy. Yesterday I typed in my name in YouTube. They won't even show me my own stuff. That's how shadow banned I am. They refuse to show me my own stuff. I had to whenever they shadow ban me, I have to like use the link in order to get to my own page. And yesterday I changed the name of the YouTube channel as well. We did a lot of changes yesterday. Yeah, what you got, new guy? Okay. Yeah, right? So I typed in my name yesterday and it showed up some, was it best lives, my name but with best, the word best in it. That's fine, that's cool. But yeah, he put best. I think it's best LiveSPY. I don't know what he does, but he's not even like giving call outs or anything. But even that guy, all the views, I'm like, wait, what? What is he even doing? He just has the news on in the background. You can't even hear anything. All the views. I'm like, man, okay, I'm doing something wrong here. No need to get involved in here. We're traders. We care about our money. We know what the setup needs to look like. If it doesn't look like this, then we don't want to get caught in this chop. Because the truth is, no one in the world, everyone in the world is in the same situation we are. The computer has to figure out, okay, you wanted this many call orders, oh, you wanted this many sell orders, let them figure it out. Eventually, one side's gonna win. Like, this is how the market works, so there's no reason to get involved. We identified the chop. We've identified it already. Who can survive in here? This is high risk. How do I know? Because I tried it right here. I tried it. I got stopped out for, well, 0, but either way, I tried it. As I'm telling you, sometimes when you take the loss, that tells you what you need to hear. That shows you what you need. And we made a good little, we made a really good, we had a good day today. So I had a little bit of science money. I had money for science today. But if you think we're always in a trade and you should always, no. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We don't always need to be in a trade. Knowing when not to be in a trade is also important. Now, if you're the type that wants to sit on a contract all day, fine. Oh yeah, that's the other part. So this fool tried to say the same shit I say about it's hard to be, he doesn't say it's hard to be wrong twice in a row, but he's getting to that thing. Do you know what his strategy was for that? His strategy for hard being wrong twice in a row was, I'm not lying to anybody, go look it up yourself. It was pretty much a straddle. I'm like, wait, what? So you're saying if you get stopped out, just immediately straddle? No, this is not, do not listen to this advice. There's so many more factors that go into play. Do not listen to that advice, I'm telling you. You don't have to believe me. Trader Society, it was a long stream, but I sat there and I listened to it, so you don't have to. Go to the 1 minute and, or excuse me, 1 hour, 8 minutes, or 1 hour, 9 minutes. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. And people are paying for it. They're like happily paying for it. Like, wow, that's crazy. If we get stopped out, then straddle. What? There's so many more factors that go into it. This is dangerous advice. Because what if you get caught in the range? Then what? Then what? I don't know. What if it's at the end of the day? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know, man. Good luck. And then when his daily, when his intraday stuff wasn't working, then he's like, "Oh no, this is overnight." Okay, cool. Cool, you're doing overnight, and all right, sure you are. Okay, let's see if I could. I'm gonna clean up this chart a bit. Here, take a screenshot. Hurry up. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna clean up the chart. Alright, we want to watch out for something like that. I way over exaggerated this, my bad. So now does everyone see why I always say it's not going to be this one. Your safety is going to be this one. This is why. So this it has to look like this. If it doesn't look like this, there's no trade. The put scenario it hasn't changed. It's gonna be, you know, that hasn't changed. That is gonna be a thing. That's the thing. It doesn't even matter where this blue is. It doesn't even matter where this blue is. It has to be the 5. Just ignore the blue because it's the 5. Now the blue and the 5 just so happen to be lined up with each other, but it's the 5. So do you see what needs to happen for the call scenario? All this needs to happen for call scenario. All of it. So there's no, you see where our setups are. And if it doesn't happen, then that's not our setup. Easy. Man, was I 1 minute off on this 50-50? No, 2 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. I won't get ahead of myself. There's nothing to do in here, right? Nothing to do in here. Allow them to build up the liquidity, so when it pops, we have at least some type of confidence, right? We just need to have this patience. We need to have something, you know. It can't just be, well, we're going sideways, then we go ahead and buy a call because I see a green candle. That's not it. Certain things need to happen. And look, we made really good money today. I mean, amazing money today. If I didn't take another trade, I'm still gonna be okay for the week. This was an excellent trade. And I went through everyone. I'm going through exit strategy 3. I'm telling you, exit strategy 3, and then now we're at key level. Done. That was simple. Look, I already identified this area. We already knew this is going to be, this is 50-50. They need to figure it out. It'll be obvious. From here, it'll be obvious. Yeah, watch. You'll see. You will see. But again, obvious from here, let's say it's puts to the 5. The 5 is still the Great Wall of China, so to speak. I don't even think it's that great, but whatever. I seen a border wall that looked better than that. Okay, I'm gonna let this settle out. I'm gonna walk around and circulate some blood. There's nothing to do here. We have to allow this. We're letting the setup come to us. We're not chasing these plays. It has to look the way we want it to look. Otherwise, there's no trade. If you're just tuning in, before the market opened, we had already identified our perfect entry. We had already identified the exact setup before the market opened. Welcome to LiveSPYTrading. I'll be your tour guide. I'm going to circulate some blood. I'll be right back. I suggest you do the same. We're just going sideways here. Let's check the higher time frame really quick. Also, remember when I said the higher time frame earlier, I was telling you kind of the market bias, not my bias, the market bias. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oops. All right, let's see what we got. Look, if you took the 50-50, you can't overstay your welcome, okay? I'm just gonna clean up the chart. I'm still using the algo. Cleaning up the chart though. Damn, I walked away. That's okay. So look, the break of this purple, this is a 1, right? So let's wait till we get to our higher confidence levels of 2s and 3s. Remember, this is just setting us up. We don't want to get, we need a break and retest because we don't want to get, we don't want to get involved in that stop hunt. Remember, don't forget this. This is what I'm protecting you against. So the reason why we need to let all this happen is because we don't want to get caught by the stop hunt. Now, if it shoots off and it runs without us, it's always next season, slugger. But this is where you implement your own risk management strategy. Yeah, because I don't control your hands when you're trading, and you hear me a lot more calm today. I just don't have the energy for it today. But normally I'd be super hype on this stuff, trying to sell it, but I just don't have the energy. So one way we'll know. Watch. Look at the pattern we want to look out for, right? So if this happens, then then we're looking out for this, and then you see, it's a if then. We need certain things need to happen. I'm identifying the risk. This is very simple. I'm telling you, one of these things is going to happen. It is. Now, how you play it, that's on you. I can't control your fingers. You heard me over here doing it with you. It's uncomfortable sometimes, but if you want your contract to gain value, you gotta allow it to gain value. You gotta allow them to give you a red candle to get those other people stopped out. You want them to be exit liquidity. They're constantly reaching back to get that liquidity to keep pushing forward. You just got to make sure you're not a part of that. You stay one step ahead of them. Maybe 1.5 steps ahead of them. Because the market has to do this. It has to fill the orders. This is what we don't understand. We think, now, can they induce? Can whales induce certain things? Sure. But that's why we prevent against the stop hunt, right? There's going to be those times when they do that, There's nothing you can do about it sometimes. This is the name of the game, but based on a balance of probabilities, we're going to be okay. I'm telling you, one of these things is going to happen. It is. You already know. You already know. So start journaling, whatever you need to do to collect the data that you need, right? And start, okay, when this thing happened, I went in here, what I should have done was this, I should have used this exit strategy. You need to be making this a business. And like DC says, it's boring. It's going to be boring. It should be boring. You shouldn't have anxiety. You shouldn't be, if the trade works, it works. Be confident knowing, well, at least I stuck to my strategy. Because if you don't, and it goes without you, that's when you're going to be upset. You're going to be like, damn, I didn't even follow my own strategy. That's what's going to happen. Don't get involved in here, I'm telling you. I mean, if you are, you know the risk. You got to scout. You got to scout. darn it. I forgot. I forgot to tell you. Okay, my bad. I forgot to tell the Discord about this wedge. My bad. I put this wedge here and then I walked off. Hey, you guys gotta hold me accountable. Don't let me just walk. Make me explain this stuff. God darn it. My bad. We'll be alright. I put this wedge here and yeah, my bad. I know it's Kung Fu, but it's... I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up. There. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. Is it better with the screen like that? A lot more cleaned up? Oh, okay, okay. Do you guys want the paths back on there or no? Do you know? Just let me know. I don't care, whichever one you want. DJ, good morning. Also, I think we should be welcoming a new member into the world. Look how revered DJ is. Oh, congratulations! Nice, beautiful. Congratulations. If you want to memorialize that baby forever on the internet, send me a picture if you want. Send me a picture if you want to. It's up to you. Congratulations. That's beautiful. What's the name? What's the name? I think we all want to know that. Come on, you got to tell us, DJ. What the hell? Oh, nice. Nice. I like that. I like that. That's amazing. DJ has a Japanese grandson or baby, grandbaby. DJ has a Japanese grandbaby. That's amazing. I actually do like that name though. I think it's kind of dope. If you know your family doesn't mind, I'd like to debut the baby in a video. Yesterday we had LST mascot in the video at the end. The LST mascot in the video at the end. Okay, it's up to you. I'm not like, it's up to you. You know, it's certain people. Yeah, I saw that young man on the side of the street, and I was like, I'll donate to his cause. That's a cute kid, though. Wait till he turns like what? Man, 12, 13? Okay. I can already tell by the look on his face. can already tell this is gonna be, he's going to be a problem. Mischievous. His face says it all. He's like, oh, I'm cute and sweet. Don't turn your back on me. I'm just kidding. He's a good looking young man. Let the market do this, right? All this needs to happen. All this needs to happen. We have our entries. We have our setups. Just be patient. Head kick. You better be careful with that language. You know parents aren't allowed to discipline their own kids anymore. The kids discipline the parents now. You better watch out. Boys come after you. And he kind of looks like a leprechaun, so they're gonna deport him. You gotta be careful. It's like an adorable leprechaun, baby leprechaun. They're gonna deport that baby. Back to Ireland, sir. Again, if you took this 50-50, don't overstay your welcome, right? This is your 4th, 5th, 7th bite at the apple. We're above the water. This might be a weak bear cycle. Nothing to do here. We've already identified all the setups for the whole day. For the whole day. And then at some point today, whatever I said is going to happen is going to happen. I'm going to redraw the path and say, remember I told you this was going to happen? It always happens. Don't worry. You just got to be okay with the ugly stuff. You got to let that contract gain value. No, not like that. Not that leprechaun. But I will say that boy brought us some good luck. He did bring us some good luck. So. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. Letting it play out. Look, if they want to go up, this this pattern is going to protect you against the stop hunt. Excuse me, this purple. I'm sorry, I said pattern, I meant purple. So when this forms, I'll put it there. Now, if it's this one and it runs without us, my bad. I'm telling you what the safety is. But don't front run it. Allow it to happen. Don't front run this. Look, look. This is a liquidity box. I'm just gonna drag it over a little bit. All right? Nothing's changed. If you're new in the Discord, you should be using the charts channel, okay? So when you see me doing this, you have the ability to use the charts so you don't have to deal with that. Only YouTube and TikTok and all these other people have to deal with that. Use my charts. They're there for you. They're not there for me. Okay. Oh, let me focus a little bit. I'll be right back. I didn't go anywhere, I'm just being quiet. I just need to focus. Stop being nervous and anxious. Stop it. Let what needs to happen happen. You don't need to focus that hard. That's not an accident that they're struggling at green. That's not an accident. Just let what needs to happen happen. Volume might be picking back up. Volume might be picking back up. Don't front run these plays. It needs to do the thing. Let it happen. Look, just set alerts. Set alerts. We don't need to do this to ourselves. Bang. This is the business. Treat it as such. I don't know if this orange is a thing yet, so let's let it play. Let's see if we, if there's rejections off in the orange. So I believe we are in the macro of purple for our down. I'm trying to find the macro for the up. So it looks like it might be stuck between orange and blue. We're gonna give it a second right now. Now look, we are algorithmic trading. So what that means is that, look, when you have whatever your algo is, the computer is already gonna generate the buys and sells based on the algo, okay? This is what I'm saying. Allow this to happen. Don't front run this stuff. It's not an accident they rejected off of green right here. Just be patient. So look, we know what this pattern is. We know what this looks. We know what this is, right? It's the same thing over here that I was telling you. They're building it. Let them build it. It'll be obvious, right? Let them build it. It'll be obvious. Let them build it. We don't know yet, right? There's no way to know. So let's say if this orange is a thing, still in the range, so don't jump on anything. Still in the range. I told you, if it was going to be an aggressive move, it was going to be a head and shoulder, right? It was going to be a head and shoulder if it was going to be an aggressive move back. You see how we identify the risk? We know what we need, what it needs to look like. You just have to wait for that to happen. We're patient here. There's nothing to do in here. No one can make any money. No one has made any money in here, right? We made our money on our play. We don't have any setup yet. You see what I'm saying? This is math. It still has to be underneath the 5. Dang, it just got sick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Huh. Okay, this orange might be a thing. This orange might be a thing. Wow, that is incredible. That's incredible. Okay. You're in good hands, don't worry. Do not worry, I'm pretty sure you're in good hands. This is not an accident. If you're sitting here trying to figure out algos, stop. It takes time. It takes time. Again, it's not presented. You have to just see the whatever I see. Orange isn't actually there. You'll get it one day. I can't explain it, so I'm not gonna try anymore. We know what needs to happen, so everyone's protected, right? We know exactly what needs to happen. I protected everyone against this. Everyone's been protected. That's why I'm telling you, it needs to do this. It has to. The market has to do it. You're in good hands, don't worry. Just you gotta be patient. We have to wait for our setup. If you are a used car salesman and someone comes in there with a 550 credit score, if you're taking trades in here, you're selling a car to a 550 credit score. Next month is gonna happen and, oh, I lost my job. Okay. Now I said I wanted to know if we're going from either blue or orange. So now we need to let it figure it out, right? You see it. You see that we already identified all this. One of them's gonna happen. You just gotta allow it to play out. It's simple. If we're not patient enough, and if you're like, oh, the stock market's slow, I'm changing the channel. This isn't for you. Making money isn't for you. You're not serious about business. Look at this liquidity grab right back to the 5, which is right on our orange. I moved it from blue to orange in real time. This is okay. This is very simple. You don't have to stress. We have our alerts set. You don't have to even think. You really don't have to think. We already have our alerts set. If you're sitting here on the edge of your seat trying to figure out what to do next, you're missing the point. You're missing the whole point. If you're trading in here, you're okay with the price. I mean, there's only so many times I could say that. And if we spent all day in here, it's happened. It's not like it hasn't happened. It happened like last week or 2 weeks ago, Thursday or something like that. It stayed right here the whole day. It happens. I'm telling you how to protect against it, and our best bet. This is still a thing, right? It's about the price. It's not the time. It's the price. The path is a visual aid. We still have our criteria. All right, so sit on your hands. You might like that. Give yourself your middle finger, then sit on your hand. See if that works out better. Spin. Yo, how'd you type it that quick? How did you type and spin that quick? What the hell? There it is, Mr. Diaz. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now, you know, at this point here, if I were you, this is me personally, I would take my win. This is me personally. Where you are right now, I would take this win and build off of this. If you want to sit here and trade, just do not risk. Don't risk the bank is all I'm saying. You should only have, man, maybe 30% of that, dude. Maybe 30% of that. I wouldn't even, I think we're building the account, dude. You know, this is what I told you was going to happen. It's going to be a little slow at first. It's up to you. You're an adult. You know, you made good money today. That's what you just did today was, in time, you'll see it's going to multiply, but you need to wait that time, sir. I told you it was going to happen for you. I told you it was. You just got to give it time. Don't rush it. That's all I'm saying. Do not rush this. Because even on this play right here, right? You've already made the money. There's no reason to risk it. You did the hard part. But that's up to you. I would prefer you get a little more time under your belt before you start risking the wins. Me personally, you know, your choice, brother. But I did tell you what was going to happen, right? All right, cool. You just got to follow me. We'll be all right. Also, Mr. Diaz, whether you know it or not, there's a lot of people in here pulling for you. Everybody. Everybody, actually. You don't know it, but I'm telling you. Yeah. Let me just show you what you're contending with, because I know what you're thinking. I'm just going to show you really quick, and then I'm going to erase it to clean up the chart. Either this, or whatever you see on the screen. They're contending with a 50-50 somewhere around here, right? This is to protect against the stop hunt. If it shoots off without us, my bad. But either way, you shouldn't have a bias here. There's no bias here, right? Look what they just did over here. There's absolutely no bias in here. I made this range for a reason. Just be thankful you're not stuck in a 2-point straddle right now. Just be thankful for that. Smell your armpits. You shouldn't be sweaty and nervous right now. Smell them. Alright, the alerts went off. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Protect your trade if you're on single contracts. Half a point winner. I've done my job. I did my job, right? You're welcome. You are welcome. Don't worry. There's more. Don't worry. Don't panic. Everything's fine. You know where the setup is. Half a point move. You just had to be patient. You just had to be patient. That's what I'm saying. This is a business. We only take high probability trades. That's it. You know, that's pretty simple. Pretty simple. All right, let's see what happens. I stuck to my word, right? I said on my plays, 30 cents is what I'm offering. This is 50 cents, right? I stuck to my word. Now what you do from here, that's on you. How you scale with this knowledge, that's for you to decide. You control this. You control your own fate. You are in complete control. You have all the data you need. I'm giving it to you. I'm telling you what's going to happen before it happens. I'm telling you where to make money. I'm offering my plays 30 cents. I think 30 cents is enough for you to be able to stop out, take even, or excuse me, break even, take profit. I think that's enough. 30 cents in the SPY, that's enough. That's what I'm offering. At a 50 delta, 15 bucks. Times 10, 150. You'll get there. You'll get there. You don't need to be uncomfortable. Once you learn how to scale, you can finish your entire week in one trade. In one trade, you can be okay for the week, right? It's just math. Now let's see if we get a retest and reject, right? Maybe look for a weak bear cycle, huh? If you don't know what a weak bear cycle is, you gotta get into the Discord, get into the books in the Discord too. Now you control it, right? You control everything. If you didn't make your money already, I don't know. If you're waiting for your next setup, wait for the setup, right? It's somewhere over here, right? We already we prepared for this. Right? There's no surprise. I told you, when it presents itself, I'll put it up for you. So if you waited, you did the right thing. So I think this is going to be the last day for the email stuff. This is probably going to be the last day for the email stuff. Let me verify. If you did send me an email, I will. I'm going to address it. But I'm in the Discord right now, and my obligation is to the members. So after the session, I will address your email. I promise. You're not missing anything. Don't worry. We do it every day. So yeah, today's gonna be the last day for the email stuff. After that, I'm gonna direct everyone to go to the website LiveSPYTrading.com. Email stuff meaning sending me the email to get in the Discord. It's gonna be what do you call it? It's gonna go through what's it called? WAP. It's gonna go through a payment thing called WAP. Now here's how it's gonna work. You're still gonna get your free trial. Everyone's still gonna get the free trial, right? So I'm offering you a chance to get in. I suggest you paper trade, but if you want to go ahead and take real trades, then that's on you to pay off for your month. It's going to be 125 for this month. Next month is going to 150 because look at the value I bring. Anyways, besides that, so you're going to get your free trial. At the end of that free trial, you're going to get a choice. You're going to get a choice in life. And you're gonna get a chance to decide if you want to continue or not. So it's not like you're locked in. It's gonna ask you for a credit card just for the thing, but you can always decline if you don't want to. If you decide you don't want to make money consistently every day in the stock market, then click decline. But if you're just like, you know, any other, listen, like, what is it? Like a barbershop, right? You have to pay rent to the owner to use their seat, unless you own the shop. But you know, you pay rent to the owner to use the seat, and then monthly, you know, you pay that rent. Same thing. You're paying me rent to get a space in my head. You're paying for the intellectual property so you can use it to your advantage. No one's offering this. Not like this. Not with this safety. Not with the security. Okay, so that's how it's going to go from, we're still working out the kinks, but tomorrow we're going to try to get that going. LiveSPYTrading.com. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, start moving. If you're on exit strategy, actually, they're all still in effect. None of them have been triggered yet. So we're still in the trade, right? We're still in the trade. Nothing's been triggered. You know, the break and retest was this is the thing, right? This is what we wanted, right? If you're waiting until this, you got, you know, it's going to be shaky now. Now you got to be shaky. We like, remember, we like handles and shoulders. We like handles and shoulders. So obviously a handle and a shoulder has to do this, right? Look at the money we printed. You're welcome. Do you hear how confident I am? I'm even telling you, go look at these other fools. Go look, see what the value you're getting. This is how confident, and it's because I want you to succeed. I need to prove you wrong every day. And I'm glad when I have people trying to, don't come into my Discord trying to be a skeptic, okay? Just use the data that's already been presented. Don't be skeptical of it. See how you can use it towards your advantage. Stop trying to point out flaws. Stop trying to, I don't have all the lingo. I don't have all the, but I'm good at what I do. Whatever this is, whatever you want to call this, I'm very good at it. I'm very good at identifying things that aren't actually there in real life. Don't try to be me. This goes out to the Discord members too. It'll happen for you, but don't be me. You're not going to be me. I'm telling you, this orange was not visible. It's not a thing. This orange saved everybody. I don't know, you don't know that, but this orange saved everybody. And I identified it way ahead of time. So everyone knew. There's no surprise here. Just don't overstay your welcome. Take your profits when you can. Stick to your exit strategy. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Because I'm giving you high probability setups. Doesn't mean they're all gonna work. We've just been so fortunate that they all do. Right? For the day, right? We've just been so fortunate. This is all, if you put in the work, there you see the effort, okay? You see the effort, you see the result when you put in the work from the effort. Don't overstay your welcome. Stick to your strategy. You'll be fine. Remember, they're always going to reach back to try to grab the exit liquidity. You don't want to be a part of that. I've already given you all the steps. Look at the money we printed. Look. From green. I don't even have to be excited about it anymore because I am. I actually am, but I just don't feel it today because I'm not well. I'm actually very excited. And I know there's members in there that I think finally, like you see, right? Finally, you just got to take your time. Just don't over leverage. Don't, a little bit at a time. That's all you got to do. It's going to happen for you. It's math. It has to happen. I prove it every day. If you're not in my Discord, by now, the price is going up February 1. I don't feel bad. You're paying to rent space in my head. That's what you're paying for. The results are there in no uncertain terms. Everyone knew what was going to happen, and I told you, no matter what you think, this is going to happen. It has to. The market has to work in a certain way. Listen, I'm the best. I'm simply the best. I don't have to be shy about it either. I'm gonna circulate some blood, do the same, go touch some grass. I'll be right back. Now, here is something you didn't know. Me, being a silly, I went in somewhere over here. I went in somewhere over here. So, just letting you know, I was a silly. I went in over here. And then I saw the orange. I was like, wait a second. I adjust my stop, and I survived. I was a silly. I've been holding. Yeah. Don't. That's what I'm saying. Don't trade like me. I think DC called it the other day when he's like, when he says he's focusing. Yeah, you got it. But I'm not gonna do that anymore because I don't want to influence you guys to trade the way I trade. I don't, because I don't. This is a big. I was willing to take this. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I was already in the trade. So. But once I identified orange, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now I know where my stop needs to be, and then bang, and then everyone sees what happened. So, but to be very honest, I went in over here. What time was it? At like 10:55. Now I'm gonna start. Now, you know, I started protecting my trade a while ago, but it feels good, man. It feels good to be a gangster, man. Let me tell you, because I was going through it, especially when it broke this orange. I was like, oh man. When it broke this orange right here, I was like, it was at this point he realized. What is it? He realized he fucked up. That was me. I was like deer in the headlights. I'm like, don't take my trades, please don't. Just follow the strategy, because our accounts are set up different, I promise you. Our bank accounts are set up different. But look, if this would have broken retest, I probably would have went extra heavy on this to recover. That's just me. I'm not telling you to do it. That's how I would have done it. I would have went extra because I don't like taking a loss for the day. But if I were to get stopped out here, then I know where the play is. So I also would have been comfortable with it. Or worst case scenario, the loss, because this was a big drawdown, wouldn't have been so bad. And that's just math. So I'm gonna walk around, touch some grass. I'm probably gonna start implementing exit. Man. I'm gonna walk around, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna walk around. You figure out the strategy you want. There's 3 options. You choose. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. When I'm telling you to treat this as a business, this is our business. It's very important that we respect our strategy. Our strategy is very, and it's a little maybe unique because we use a hybrid. So it's a hybrid of, man, let's see, algorithmic, trend, supply and demand, and Fibonacci. It's literally all of that all put together. I'm gonna start moving my stops a little bit. Well, you do whatever you want. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm gonna adjust my stops a little bit. You know, I've been in since. Don't worry, I've been in too long actually. But anyways, this is our business. We have to treat it like that. We're not taking, there's a setup. It needs to look like that because we have to protect our capital. Now, if you're on your 24-hour period, or if you're thinking about joining, before you send me a dime, I want you to go see what the other streamers are offering. I want you to go see it for yourself. I'll give you the names. Go see what they're offering, and you tell me. The ones I know off the top of my head, and I'm not going to disparage these people. Maybe they, I don't know. Figure it out. Off the top of my head, for SPY, right? There's Top Trading Edge. There's SPY Day Trading. Best Live SPY Trading, and Traders Society. Go look. Don't send me a dime until you do your research. Don't waste your money. Do that research and you tell me. This is how confident I am. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's cool too. But if I am all about making smart, safe, consistent profit. I'm not saying it's going to be you're going to get 100% of the move. What I am saying is it's sustainable, and when you learn how to scale, you're going to quit your day job. When you learn how to scale, people are going to start to talk to you different. Now remember, for this, y'all don't remember, but I'll draw it again. I drew this on the screen. I told y'all this was gonna happen, and I told you I was gonna gloat about it. Hold on, let me erase this. Let me clean up the chart a bit. You gotta rewind the tape. It's almost like someone told you exactly what was gonna happen way before it happened. Way before it happened. You gotta rewind the tape. Does anyone remember this pattern? And I said, oh man, I drew this too exaggerated. I told you it was gonna happen. Watch. I said I'm gonna draw this path. Oh, there's gonna be a certain point in time in the day where I'm gonna tell you this is going to happen no matter what. It is going to happen, I'm telling you. And I told you that I'm gonna redraw this path back on and show you. I told you. There it is. Hours ago, or how long? At 10:41, around this time. Around this time. So if hours notice isn't good enough, man, then this ain't for you. Also, here, look, on the Discord, I told y'all we're excuse me, we're in purple until we're not. That's what this means. We're in purple until we're not. And I gave an example of the algorithmic trading, right? I told you that you have to be comfortable, excuse me, with the movement inside of the algorithm. I'm teaching you guys this stuff every day. It's up to you to absorb it. Eventually I'm going to repeat it so much, you'll already know. You just got to be here enough. It takes time. This is not, and when I'm telling you exit strategy 2 or 3, look, we're still in the trade. There's no reason to panic. You control it, right? Okay. We're here together. Don't worry. It takes time. This is, if you're day 1 or week 1 or month 1, like now, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. This is something I call a breathe. I don't know why I call it that. It's just the way the market breathes, something like that, but that's what I call a pattern. I'm sure it has some other name, but this is what I call it. So don't come at me like, oh, you don't know anything, because I don't know these stupid ass terms. I don't need to know your terms. I don't need to know your terms. You need to know that shit. I don't need to know that shit. Keep it to yourself, actually. I don't care. Does it make money? Okay, that's all I care about. I just went back to go look at the trading plans. They all actually worked together. All of them actually, you know, let me wait a little bit, but as of now, they've all actually worked together. Yeah, it was like a step-by-step process, which I didn't know that was gonna happen either, but yesterday the same thing, right? It was a grind up and it ended up being the cup and handle at the end of the day. So what I'm trying to say is you better pay attention to those trading plans. Look at the flexion. They're gonna get I need to build this 30-minute chart again because I messed up and I deleted everything by accident. I mean everything. So I had to start over. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to build this chart again. But look, once it gets there, watch. It's gonna get way easier. Yeah, I want this to get back above this 99 level, or 695, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna start taking some off the table shortly. Okay. Okay. I'm probably not gonna, I don't want to survive a week bear, so. Okay, this is a good trade. I'll take it. I will take it. Now we have to watch out for, here we go. Watch. This kind of broke structure. You gotta wait now. Now we gotta wait, because here's what we're dealing with now. Or hold on, let me find it. Let me do some work. I'll be right back. I'm just being quiet. Or liquidity grab this. Okay, I'm gonna get up and walk away for a bit. Our puts still under the 5. That's our safety puts is under the 5. That hasn't changed. That's not gonna change. If you're playing around between here and there, it's on you. I'm gonna get up and walk away for a second. It was a pretty good trade. I was very uncomfortable, but we made it through. We'll see if we find another entry. But actually, wait. Yeah, I told Discord members I'm gonna have to call it early today. This week's gonna be early, and Thursday I'm not gonna stream at all. Thursday I will be not streaming at all Thursday. So, public service announcement. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this market settle out. and then I'll probably start to wrap up because yeah, I already told you guys, and I apologize. But I'll before I leave, I'll set you up for the rest of the day. Okay, just give me a second. Give me like 5-10 minutes. I'm not feeling well. I'll be right back. I'm gonna borrow this chart for a minute. Take a screenshot if you need to. Take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2. Discord guide off the 5. The 1 minute's for YouTube and TikTok. You're guiding off the 5. I'll be right back. Let me do some admin. Okay. Yeah, let's see if they keep respecting this orange. We still might be in between orange and blue. So yeah, it looks like we're still between orange and blue. I'm gonna have to call it today. Just not feeling well. But you know, I told everyone ahead of time this is gonna happen. So this week is gonna be a little short. What I'm gonna try to do is, I'm still gonna, Thursday I might not be able to make a trading plan because I'm gonna have to be gone before pre-market and all that stuff. I'll try. I'll do the best I can, but yeah, it is what it is. So this week is gonna be what it is. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm still trying to do my best right now. Okay, let this settle out. You guys have the setups. You got to use a combination of your 5, which is gonna be look like this, and your okay, yeah, it's already here. So it's already here. How you play it? This I know it's gonna be a little bit difficult to identify the sniper entry, but look, wait for a break and retest of 90. What is this? This key level for puts. And then don't overstay your welcome because it's gonna get shaky up in here. Okay, watch. And this is gonna be uncomfortable in here. Or how about this? We took win for the day. Call it. That's on you. But if you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me today only. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted. After tomorrow, I'm gonna direct everyone to go to the website, LiveSPYTrading.com. And then again, you're gonna have the option to get your 24-hour session, make whatever you're gonna make, or do whatever research you need to do. After that 24-hour period, there's gonna be a fork in the road, and you're gonna need to make a decision in your life. There's gonna be a fork in the road. Either you're gonna continue or you're not. If you decide to continue in February, it's gonna cost you more. I'm telling you right now, this is a fact. I literally just raised the price January. It's valuable. I think it's worth it. We have to raise the price again. I have to raise the price because you're taking too long to get in here. I have to pressure you. I have to pressure you to do what's right for you. So anyways, we had a great day today. Let me go ahead and review some of the call outs we had for the day, just in case people don't know. And if you don't believe me, join the Discord for free. Check for yourself. Or rewind the tape and you'll know that everything that's happened here, I have already drawn out hours ago. Rewind the tape. Everything's already been drawn out. Like, this is actually scary because I didn't know this was going to be here that long ago, but you'll see. Do whatever you want to do. If you don't know this, I'm different, then good luck. Anyways. Man, I'm such a nerd. I have to go and I want to stay. Anyways, yeah. You see how they're respecting this orange? Don't worry. We do it every day, so don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna hang on for one more second. I'm just gonna be in the background quiet because I just want to see something happen. Actually, no, because I think if I stay, then I'm gonna influence people. Yeah. This is me having a hard time walk away. I need to walk away, and I'm having a hard time with it. Watch out for this liquidity grab again. Look, it either wants to do this. Man, this stuff is so easy. I want to stay. It's almost too easy. But the answers are on the screen. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I already gave all the answers away. So Discord, you have all the answers. You'll be fine. If you don't feel comfortable trading without me, then don't trade. You don't have to be in here doing this, okay? We made money. Be happy with that. Don't be greedy. We know. Yeah, if I stayed around, we can run another play, but I gotta run. My health. I gotta go to the doctor. Like I have to. Yeah. Anyways, that's been my time. Send me an email. This is the last day. We're gonna do some testing on the website. LiveSPYTrading LiveSPYTrading.com. Sign up there tomorrow. Today we're gonna do the emails. Again, it's gonna take me a little bit to get to the emails because I gotta do some other stuff. But I promise you, I will address all of them. All of them I'm going to address. Just give me some time. Anyways, we had a great session. YouTube, it's been a pleasure. Have a good day. Goodbye.